Good afternoon. We missed quite a bit of leagues. I was away for Thanksgiving, but I was able to get some AFK skilling done on mobile. I got some fletching, wood cutting, agility, and mining. Fletching and agility are going to come in very helpful because the next step of my leagues plan is going to be getting better melee gear. To do this, I'd like to kill the corrupted Hunlet for full crystal and the blessing, KBD for the sword and the shield, and an infernal cape from Zook, though I really do want a Bofa for that if at all possible. And the first step for that is going to be picking my tier 6 relic. I was originally leaning Banker's Note, but I've heard that Total Recall is just more fun per hour. So I'm going for it, and I'm just going to lock it in. And hopefully I don't regret it, but we will have to see. The fletching and agility are going to come in very helpful. The agility later on once I start using crystal and a crystal bow. But for now, I'm going to be making some enchanted bolts and hopefully using them to kill KBT much faster than I was with runite bolts previously. And hopefully we can just grind out Echo KBD for the items. Okay, this is my setup now with the enchanted bolts. Hopefully this goes a bit smoother and a bit faster. Okay, we just got some volunteers. That's pretty good. We got one speed task from the master speed. We're not going very fast, unfortunately. We're still pretty rusty, but we're getting there. Okay, we pulled the Echo Orb finally. So, actually got pretty lucky on this one. Let's try the Echo Boss. No idea what to expect. We get full everything with a dagger. What the fuck? Gonna watch this on tape and see what happened there. Okay, so we just got the Crystal Blessing, 5 kill count. Uh, that gives us a hard task, I guess. Unfortunately, we don't actually have any armor seeds, so it's not as useful as it may seem. Let's try to get some, I guess. Opening our first elite clue. I think any unique is a task, and this might just be a task to open one. I don't want to move boss fight. That's actually pretty good, because oh, well, I already had black chaps, but now I have the fancy ones, so still 110 points. Okay, during this KBD kill, we just got to our 7th mastery. This is gonna let us get level 4 melee, which is our first level 4, and will give us a passive 15% damage reduction to everything, which we've really been kind of missing by going 3 range and then 3 melee. It's kind of been a downside to the strategy, but this is sort of the turning point where we get the damage reduction that we passed up on, and hopefully all PVM will be a lot easier now. It's been okay so far, but it'll be even more easy, I suppose, because it's like half of an Elysian constantly, and maybe we'll get a good drop here. Oh, we did. We got the word. Okay, in that case, PVM is going to be a lot easier now. Let's go to Relic Screen, or the Masteries. We want melee level 4. Oh, we're dead. Oh, I guess not. But all our stats are screwed. Well, this is nice. So apparently, what I've heard is that with this ward, everything besides the venom attack just does nothing, which will make getting everything else a lot easier. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, this boss just lost all of its mechanics. So I guess we're gonna kind of chill and get the Kovesh. Okay, so with this, we can genuinely just stand in the middle of everything praying melee, and all the dragons get nuked because the AoEs are always landing directly on top of us. So this actually becomes so much faster. So I'm really glad that we got the shield first, and now getting the Khopesh should be a breeze. Okay, and I randomly just passed Steel Rank by completing those mushrooms, setting up some birdhouses to do tomorrow. Okay, just completed the Ranja Easy Diary. I'm also working towards Taiwan a Trio quest. I'm just trying to do a bit of questing and diner just to get my farming up because it's currently extremely low. And I want to get to crystal seeds as soon as possible so that I can start actually trading it. That's 200 points for kill 25 echo bosses, but we do not have the item yet, unfortunately. Okay, we're wrapping up Taiba One Eye. This will be really good for getting my fishing up and also my herblore, because I'll need something to use forager on. We just did an elite loop and we got a master. There is at least one master step that I will not be able to do, the Black Dragon Mask, but hopefully we'll get it. Okay, we didn't get it. So we're in a bit of a quandary, as we did not pick the Clue Relic, so we don't really have any Gothic items with which to do this clue step. So we're gonna sit on it for now. Just to take a break from KBD to try one Zora kill. I'm actually very weak, so this may not go too well. At the very least, I'm immune to Venom, but I don't do really any damage, unfortunately. Okay, well, we got the kill. That's good. And that's also a diary task. I realized I actually do have 3 Gothics items. Let's do this clue now. While we're here, I'm going to do Tears of Gothics because it's a task. I don't really care too much about the XP, just trying to get 1 KC at it. Okay, we don't have flared trousers, so this master clue we will have to sit on for quite a while. Hey, big change of plans. I looked at the map and it seems like it's actually gonna be pretty easy for us to get to Barlamore, and once we get to Barlamore, it'll be extremely easy for us to get to the next relic tier. I am planning to take Grimoire, which will give us access to Rigor and Piety and Augury, which will make all the PBM that I'm currently doing a lot faster, as well as give us a skilling XP modifier of 16x and a combat of 32x. So I think it makes much more sense for us to do that now and then do the rest of the PVM rather than doing the PVM now. So I'm gonna quickly bang out all those points and get the next relic here. Here's some last recall tech. I'm gonna save my location in Varrock Square. Then I can teleport to Shiloh. Unnote these buckets. Yes, and then I can teleport right back and manually fill these water buckets, which I have to do 100 times to make pies. Here's another tech. I forgot my pickaxe, so I can just go to Shiloh again. There's a lot of going to Shiloh, and now I will be able to make a compost potion by mining that ash, teleporting right back there, and I'm good to go. You can't do that with Banknote. There's a lot of other stuff you can do. We're gonna do a fire cave now. We probably could have done this earlier, but now it's as good as any time. This will get us a lot of CA points, or a lot of league points from quite a few tasks, like buying obsidian and just actually getting the fire cave and also handing it in. It's also going to give us our last combat master to get to take melee, which is very important. Okay, so we're coming up on Jad. I'm pretty sure he just can't hit an 87, but either way, I'm going to try to just to keep this first hit. And we did it. So that was easy. Okay, and that fire cave kill gives us our 8th mastery point, so we can now get tier 5 melee, which means we can melee 2 tick, which is good because our melee is really bad, and now we can hopefully trade our melee up with the 2 tick and actually make some progress. Right now, we really need 60 attack to equip a lot of these star weapons, which are going to be points. So hopefully we just get started on doing that right now, and it'll be 2 tech, which is really nice. So I'm glad that we didn't really yet, because now it's going to be so much faster. And that's Jad's 4th challenge done. My DPS is just really not that good, so I'm not feeling too confident about 5 or 6 right now. I think I'm going to come back once I have slightly better gear, because this is just taking ages. I'm not happy with a 5-minute kill with 4 Jads. That's just pretty rough. And now we are going to some rune crafting, and believe it or not, it is possible to rune craft without Banker's Note. You just gotta do this, and it looks really stupid, but it does work. Okay, and this is our Gout Tuber. It took like 1 minute to find. It's 8x rate, so it's really easy to do. I think I need to talk to this guy and tell him that I fix the fence in order to claim trading sticks, because I think trading sticks are... There we go. Hopefully I can claim from the rest of the villagers and then buy the thingy. I'm training thieving by doing silk stalls. It's actually a lot faster than it has been previously with the stall respawn timer. You're basically at full uptime and you never fail it because it's a stall, so it's pretty fast. Wow, we just pulled the solo step on literally our first chop. So things are going well for once. So another insane last recall tech. I don't have Dodgy Dealer, so I keep getting kicked out of the ham hideout trying to get some easy clues. But I can recall, and then it puts me right back here. As soon as I click on this, I will be entering the Godverse dungeon, which is my last task to unlock my next region. I am picking Varlamore, honestly, just because it has new stuff, and I think Echo Soul looks cool. Locking that in. Now I should be able to just zoom through some Varlamore tasks and quickly get up to the next relic tier. The first thing I'll be doing in Varlamore is actually coming over to this shop and buying out a bunch of condensed gold and alching it with Golden God. Damn it. But noted. This is another huge perk of Banker's Note of Last Recall. With Banker's Note, I'd kind of have to stay here, but with Last Recall, I can just save this spot and I can come back whenever I'm finished, and I'll just keep doing that a few times as I scale up to max cash. Okay, so 1 KC of Ardorvis is basically our final boss because we can also buy the Crystal Crown in Cryptinus. If we can kill this guy, then we will unlock our next relic tier. And here we are in Prif buying our Crystal Crown, and equipping it will get us to tier 6 or maybe 7. The tier that we're now on. Tier 7. Pocket Kingdom, I just don't think is very good at all. Grimoire, I think it has some benefits. It's quite handy. Just overall DPS increase, God love it. Nothing really wrong there. There's also quite a few tasks that require use of the tan leather spell for my region specifically. Overgrown, I am just not worried about farming experience, so I don't value this at all. I also have the herb relic back in tier 2, which means I don't need the herb benefits of this, so Grimoire seems like the obvious pick, and I'm just going to lock it in. Never mind, but I will lock it in. And now it's basically time to just go right back to KBD, but with slightly better DPS. And hopefully we can knock out the Khopesh as well as Full Crystal from Gauntlet. Okay, we did not hit the pity rate. And now we finally have the Thunder Khopesh. This is basically, I guess you could say this changes everything, because it really does. This is going to make a huge difference, and let's just start doing melee, and really, the league starts now, basically. Okay, so let's test out the Thunder Khopesh. That's basically what I was hoping for. Okay, so the big issue I'm running into is that nothing seems to have enough HP to take sort of full advantage of this. I have a few ideas on how to make this even better. The first one is going to be to just use knives to pull everything, and we'll see how well that works. The other option is to just take it to a place where it's a boss with a ton of HP, and then just sort of go nuts with it. Because something like Curious is not actually instance if you go into public instance. And then hopefully the damage will just be insane, and it seems like it is. Just need a lot of clicking and take a little bit of getting used to, but overall, very happy with that, Casey. And that's a Scurious Sponge. Let us do some CAs. Now I'm going to try it out on some Wilderness bosses. Let's do a solo Blister kill. There was somebody here, but he just left. I'm at like 79 strength and 70-ish attack, and with normal strength potions. Overall, I'm super satisfied with the Khopesh and the recall spam. I think it's working out really well. Next time, I'm hoping to max out all of my mealies by going to mixology and making goading potions that I can AFK and sort of pull the monsters to me rather than having to tag them. I think that'll make this go even better. See you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.